Ladies and gentlemen, good day, it's Badger from Oz, and welcome back to another Madden NFL 18 video. This one's going to be a Season 2 Detroit Lions fixture release. So, yeah, we're going to skip all this preseason crap. We're going to sim to next week. So, it will technically be the 2018 season. Preseason game. We're going to skip all this preseason as well. We're going to sim to the regular season as well. So, 4 weeks of preseason. Yeah, 4 weeks of preseason action. I don't know if they play 4 times during the preseason or 3 times during the preseason. Okay, so let's check how the Lions did in the preseason. Okay, so they got crushed by the Buccaneers on Saturday night, and then they took down Washington in the thriller. They beat the Bears because of simulation, and they won a front against the Packers. So they went 2-2 for the preseason. It doesn't technically end their streak because it was just a preseason game. But without further ado, let's get the show on the road. So it's week 1 now. Any Thursday night games to kick things off? No, there are no Thursday night games at this time of year. Let's see. I've got the right pen. Okay. So, the Lions will begin their season. So, the season will kick off with Dallas versus Indianapolis. That game will be on CBS Sports. Detroit's first game of the season, they'll be hosting the Seattle Seahawks. Wait, did they make the playoffs? Let me check. So yeah, so let me do a bit of a mini recap. So Seattle finished 4th in the NFC. That's going to be a good game. I'll decide the uniforms off stream, obviously, because it will save time. And that game will be on Fox. The Lions finished first. They won the Super Bowl. They're Super Bowl champions. Sunday Night Football, it will be Miami versus New England on NBC. And we've got 2 Monday Night Football games, both on ESPN. It's Cleveland versus Cincinnati. And straight after, it's the LA Chargers versus Oakland. Don't know if they'll call Las Vegas or Oakland the following season in real life, but it doesn't matter. It's Badgers version. So it's a Monday night doubleheader. Monday night AFC doubleheader. Yes, please. You'd love to see it. Let's check week 2. And a slight short turnaround. It will be Lions again at home. They'll be getting their first 2 weeks at home. Yes, please. They'll be taking on the Los Angeles Rams on NFL Network. Don't know who they collaborated with. Don't know which network they collaborated with the following year. But yeah, Thursday Night Football. Let's check Sunday Night Football as well. It's Carolina versus the New York Giants in the rematch of the NFC Divisional Round. And that game will be on NBC because the NFL rocks on NBC. Yeah. Then it's Monday Night Football. It's Seattle versus Arizona in an NFC West rivalry game on ESPN. So week 3 begins with Tampa Bay versus Dallas, Thursday Night Football on NFL Network. Then you've got another primetime game, Sunday Night Football. It's New England versus the Super Bowl runners-up, Jacksonville, a rematch of the This is the wild card. No, this was the divisional round. The rematch of the divisional round, New England versus Jacksonville on NBC. And Monday Night Football, on ESPN. So the primetime game will be Green Bay versus Detroit. You can catch that game. Yes, on ESPN. Let's start week 4. Week 4 will begin Thursday Night Football. It will be New England versus the New York Jets on NFL Network. Week 4, it will be Detroit. Wait, Detroit get 3 home games in the first 4 weeks. Let's see. Okay, which means they're going to get the more road games, more away games later in the season. So it's going to be Detroit versus Chicago. That one should be on Fox. Should be on Fox. As Illumin Shadow says. Okay. Sunday Night Football on NBC will be Kansas City versus Cincinnati. And Monday Night Football on ESPN, it's Carolina versus New Orleans, NFC South rivalry game. Let's go. Alright, week 5. Begins Thursday Night Football. It will be Atlanta versus Washington on NFL Network. Later in the week, it's going to be Arizona versus Detroit for the 2nd year in a row. That game will be called on Fox. And then you got Sunday Night Football between Jacksonville and Tennessee, AFC South rivalry game. I think it's AFC South. Yeah, it's going to be on NBC because the NFL rocks on NBC. And Monday Night Football, it's going to be Dallas versus Minnesota. Very unusual matchup. That's going to be on ESPN. So what will week 6 bring us? So week 6 will kick off with Pittsburgh versus Cleveland. Now, they did face off in a Thursday Night Football game in real life years ago. I can't remember what year it was. I reckon it was on Fox that year. But it will definitely be on the NFL Network. Pittsburgh versus Cleveland in AFC North Football. Thursday Night Football on NFL Network. Then you've got, later in the week, it's the New York Jets hosting the Detroit Lions. And that game will be on Fox. Because the Lions are the road team. And you got Sunday Night Football between Tampa Bay and Arizona. That game will be on NBC. And Monday night, it will be New England. New England getting quite a few primetime matches. I hope my stream's not buffering out. So it's going to be New England versus Cincinnati on ESPN. Now, week 7, what have we got? Are we playing on week 7? Okay, but I think for the 2nd year in a row, we've got a week 7 bye week. So no Detroit Lions football that week. But week 7 will still begin on a Thursday night between Buffalo and the New York Jets on NFL Network. Sunday Night Football will bring you Cincinnati versus Tennessee on NBC. And Monday Night Football will bring you Pittsburgh versus Oakland on ESPN. The Lions continue their season in week 8. But before their next game, we've got Atlanta versus Cincinnati on Thursday night on NFL Network. Later in the week, it's San Francisco. So Detroit aren't at home for a while. So San Francisco versus Detroit, that one will be on Fox Sports as well. Their 4th consecutive Fox game, which means Fox. So it'll be 4 consecutive weeks without a home game. And that includes the bye week. Sunday Night Football will bring you an NFC East showdown between Dallas and the New York Giants on NBC. And Monday has the NFC South showdown. Monday night, it's Carolina versus Tampa Bay. And that will be on ESPN. Let's go. Excuse me. Week 9 will start off with a cross-conference match between New Orleans and Cleveland. That will be on NFL Network. Sunday Night Football will be Oakland versus New England on NBC. And for the 2nd time, Monday Night Football between Detroit and Green Bay. That's also going to be on ESPN. So far, both ESPN games have been against Green Bay. Let's see what Week 10 will show us. And that will begin with another clash of conferences, Indianapolis versus New York Giants on NFL Network. Later in the week, you've got New England versus Detroit. New England, I think, were the best team of the AFC, or one of the best teams of the AFC, and they didn't even make it past the divisional round, losing to eventual Super Bowl runners-up, the Jacksonville Jaguars. But New England versus Detroit, that's on Fox. So another new opponent there. Sunday Night Football will bring you Tampa Bay versus Carolina, an NFC South rivalry game on NBC. And Monday Night Football will bring you Arizona versus Dallas on ESPN. Let's show you what Week 11's got. Thursday Night Football will bring you Los Angeles Rams versus Seattle on NFL Network. Sunday Night Football will bring you a rematch of the NFC Championship between the New York Giants and Detroit on NBC. So, Detroit will get 2 games at MetLife Stadium. Monday Night Football will bring you Cincinnati versus Denver on ESPN. And a short turnaround for the Detroit Lions. Week 12 will bring you Detroit versus Buffalo. And I decided that, Buffalo and Titans are the road team as well. That's going to be interesting. Let's see, coin flip time. Do we get the Fox game or do we get the CBS game? We get the Fox game, okay. So Detroit versus Buffalo. Titans and Cowboys, I don't know if I've ever seen on Fox, but no, we give them the CBS game. Dallas versus Tennessee, unusual rivalry. It looks cool, but Detroit. Wait, did we take on Buffalo before? I don't think we did. Bloody hell. No, we didn't. Must be getting confused with Madden NFL 15. So yeah, that game will be on Fox. Sometimes Detroit's Thanksgiving games are on Fox, and sometimes they get a CBS game. Really depends. It's luck of the draw. Another Thanksgiving game is going to be Dallas versus Tennessee on CBS. And Thursday Night Football on NBC, it's the New York Jets versus New England Patriots. And another Sunday Night Football game. Let's see. Just double check. Sunday Night Football will be Tampa Bay versus Cincinnati on NBC. And Monday Night Football will be Kansas City versus Pittsburgh on ESPN. Let's see what Week 13's showed us. And it's going to be another primetime game between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. That will be on NFL Network. Later in the week, the Detroit Lions will host the Carolina Panthers for the 2nd year in a row. That will be on Fox. And then later at night, at Sunday Night Football, it's going to be Oakland versus Kansas City. I think it's a division rivalry. I don't bloody know. But yeah, it's Oakland versus Kansas City on NBC. And Monday, it's Washington versus New York Giants in an NFC East showdown on ESPN. Week 14. What does Week 14 bring us? What's it going to give us? Okay, so it's going to be a clash of conferences for Thursday night. It's Miami versus Chicago on NFL Network. Excuse me. And then the Sunday Night Football, it's going to be the New York Giants versus Tampa Bay on NBC. And last but not least, 3 consecutive home games for the Detroit Lions. Yes, please. A very late matchup between Minnesota and Detroit. So it will be Detroit versus Minnesota on ESPN. So it's only a 4th primetime game during the regular season. Last season they had 5. So Week 15. It's going to be an NFC East showdown to kick off the week on Thursday night. It's the New York Giants versus Washington on NFL Network. Later in the week, you've got 4 home games. Are you sure? 4 home games? Hang on, is this right? What the bloody hell am I doing? Let's see. Week 11 now on the road. Okay, the Week 12, they're at home. Week 13, they're at home. Week 14, very unusual and weird schedule. Week 14 there. It's to make up for before. So they got 3 consecutive home games. 4 consecutive home games. All right, let's go. So stronghold. So homestand, a 4-game homestand, very unusual. They'll be hosting Miami on CBS. Sunday Night Football bring you Arizona versus Seattle in an NFC West showdown on NBC. And last but not least, another divisional rivalry game. This time, it's New Orleans versus Carolina in the NFC South. Monday Night Football on ESPN. Second last week of the season, Minnesota will be hosting Detroit. But before we get to that, let's check the first night game. The last first night game of the year. It's Washington versus Dallas in an NFC East showdown Thursday night on NFL Network. Later the week is going to be an NFC North showdown between Minnesota and Detroit on Fox. Sunday night, it's a clash of conferences. It's Tennessee versus the New York Giants on NBC. Sunday Night Football on NBC. Last but not least, Monday Night Football bring you New England versus Green Bay, a clash of conferences on ESPN. Are you ready for the final round? Yes, please, let's go. Now, I thought it was a Saturday game. I might be overreacting. Okay, so Cleveland versus Tampa Bay will kick off week 17. Don't know why the audio is crapping out. So it will be Chicago hosting Detroit the final week of the regular season. Come on, why the bloody hell is it screwing up? Don't need this. Now it's going to be on Fox, so. And the last game of the year, it's going to be Arizona versus Oakland on NBC. So, unfortunately, we don't get to verse the Jacksonville Jaguars in a Super Bowl rematch. So, no Super Bowl rematch. But we do have some notable matches. So, once again, let's look at the team schedule. Let's look at it once again. It's Detroit versus Seattle on Fox. And you've got Detroit versus Los Angeles Rams. Thursday Night Football on the NFL Network. Then it's Green Bay versus Detroit on ESPN. Monday Night Football on ESPN. Then week 4 is a Sunday showdown between Detroit and Chicago on Fox. Week 5, Arizona versus Detroit on Sunday on Fox. Week 6 is a Sunday afternoon game. New York Jets versus Detroit on Fox. Week 7 is a bye week. Week 8 is going to be San Francisco versus Detroit. Sunday football on Fox. Sunday twilight football, I should say. Week 9 will be a Monday night game between Detroit and Green Bay on ESPN. Week 10 will be a Sunday afternoon game between New England and Detroit on Fox. Week 11 will be a Sunday night game between the New York Giants and Detroit on NBC. That will be a rematch of the NFC Championship. Week 12 will be a Thursday afternoon Thanksgiving clash between Detroit and Buffalo. That one will be on Fox. Then Week 13 will be Detroit versus Carolina, Sunday afternoon on Fox. Week 14 will be a Monday night game between Detroit and Minnesota on ESPN. That's going to be a rematch of the NFC Divisional Round. Week 15 will be a Sunday twilight game between Detroit and Miami on CBS. Week 16 will be a Sunday after game between Minnesota and Detroit on Fox. And Detroit win this season on the road against Chicago on Fox for a Sunday afternoon showdown. So you've got a few new opponents. So we've got Seattle, Los Angeles Rams, New York Jets, San Francisco, New England, Buffalo, and Miami as the new opponents. Repeat opponents that are not in the division are the Arizona Cardinals, the New York Giants. Oh wait, we already mentioned New York Giants in a good match. And the Carolina Panthers. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting season. Detroit won the Super Bowl by 3 points with a walk-off field goal against the Jacksonville Jaguars, so GG's to them. That was a bloody good game. Went right down to the wire. 2 fairy tale endings, only one eventuated. One ended in heartbreak, one had a happy ending. Let's go. So let's see Jacksonville's ones. Okay, so that one still be New York Giants versus Jacksonville on CBS. Week 2, Jacksonville versus Dallas on Fox. Sunday night, it's going to be New England versus Jacksonville on NBC. Week 4 will be Jacksonville versus Indianapolis on CBS. Sunday night football, it will be Jacksonville versus Tennessee on NBC. Week 6 will be 4-game homestand for Jacksonville. Yes, please. Week 6 will be Jacksonville versus Miami on Sunday afternoon on CBS. Week 7 will be a Sunday afternoon game between Jacksonville and Kansas City on CBS. That'll be a 4-game homestand. Week 8 will be Philadelphia versus Jacksonville Sunday afternoon on CBS. 4 consecutive games at home against the AFC. So week 10 will be Houston versus Jacksonville. No, week 9 will be Houston versus Jacksonville Sunday afternoon on CBS. Week 10 is the bye week. So close to the middle. So a bit later than Detroit. Week 11, it will be Baltimore versus Jacksonville Sunday afternoon on CBS. Week 12 will be Jacksonville versus Houston Sunday afternoon on CBS. Week 13 will be New York Jets versus Jacksonville Sunday afternoon on CBS. Week 14 will be Jacksonville versus Washington Sunday Arvo on Fox. Week 15 will be Jacksonville versus Buffalo Sunday Arvo on CBS. Week 16 will be Indianapolis versus Jacksonville Sunday Twa on CBS. And week 17 will be Tennessee versus Jacksonville Sunday Arvo on CBS. So there. That's going to do it for this video. Let's see his standings. No one's bloody won a game yet. Yeah. So, when will I release this video? I don't know when I'm going to be releasing this video, but it will probably be some point in April. And I will begin this Madden NFL 18 Detroit Lions Season 2 on the 10th of July on Twitch. And Madden NFL 15 Detroit Lions Season 2, that will begin on the 7th of July on Twitch. So yeah. As for June, actually no, before we get to June, let's talk about April and May. So April, I'll be doing Madden NFL 20 and Madden NFL 21 on Twitch. So it will be coming soon. By the time this video gets up, it will probably be already that time. Never know, because I've got a lot of damn videos to upload. Bloody hell. And in June, I won't be playing Madden NFL. June and December, I won't be playing any Madden NFL titles on stream, because I'll be focused on Fuga Melodies of Steel 3 during May and June and July. And I think probably for the rest of the year, although the priorities of Fuga 3 will probably decrease after June. But yeah, let's see if Jacksonville can bounce back from their heartbreaking Super Bowl loss to Detroit. Let's see what will happen. Let's see, what do we do? Oh, I've already done the thing off stream. Wait. Okay, did I Oh, I've already set the season goal. God damn it. And the season goal is playoffs. Yeah, because I always like to go like playoffs, yeah. Let me double check. Season goals, let's see. So it was either going for 5 regular seasons with easy, normal, hard, or very hard. And I decided, I don't know if you saw this, but I don't think you saw this, but I decided to go for just make playoffs. So that's the priority. So picked up a few in draft. We picked up like 7 players in draft. Let's see. You should have got some wide receivers. That's alright. Let's see what we need. We'll find out. Are you serious? Philip Cole? We just picked him up. Oh, I forgot about that. Season goal. Big decision. Shoot for the stars or be conservative. Well, the schedule's probably going to get tougher. Now, I forgot about that. Okay, so we can either go for 7 wins, which is you're not very confident in your team and expect a challenging season. Or you can go for 8 wins. The team has quite a few holes and you're expecting a tough season. 9 wins. You think the team is decent but not expected to make a deep playoff run, which is medium. 10 wins. Because I know we were going for playoffs. 10 wins. You think the team is more decent but is not expected to make a deep playoff run. 11 wins. We can go with that. Make the playoffs. Expectations for the season. Well, chance of firing is very high. Reach division round. Reach conference championship. Make it to the Super Bowl. We're gonna just go for make the playoffs. Am I happy with that? Yes, I'm very happy with that. It came up tails, so yeah. We're gonna try and make the playoffs. That's gonna be our priority. And that's gonna do it for this video. So yeah. Enjoy some Madden NFL 20 and 21 in the coming days. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Oh!